chills.
You make me feel. Now slide your key in. Ooh, it gives me chills. And with your engine trapped between my thighs, it's a power rush, a burning rush. You make me wanna fly. Oh, in and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Pour it on, boy. Take me to the night. And ain't no stopping. So what's the use in trying? Destination. Baby, all I know is that you and me were meant to be. Never let me go. Out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy, it's going through my head. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Give me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Give me chills. I never thought that love makes you crazy. I never thought that love makes you high. I only hope that love is forever. I only hope that love never dies. In and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Never let me go. In and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy, it's going through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Give me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Give me chills. I like the way that you make me feel.
Yeah. Yeah. What's happening? I know. Yeah, I know. Happy to, I love you. Yes. I like you too. And hello to Mom and them.
That's cold.
Everybody, welcome to Making Pax Stereo, the weekly reality, live, integrated show that's all about a revolution of technology and filmmaking that we are doing here at Pax Stereo TV. It's all about what it takes to run, to design, to do what we do here at Pax Stereo. So Making Pax Stereo is all about the meeting that Victor and I have every week. Now, we meet all throughout the week, but the biggest meeting is on Sunday. We talk over a bunch of stuff. And so people had reached out to us about being part of listening to, being part of the forum. That is our meeting. And we said, that's coming. But we said, okay, at least we'll start by letting you listen in, because that way you can see what really goes into running, doing these kinds of things, running, creating internet television. And we don't try to really hide much of anything. As far as I know, I've never told Victor any topic is off limits. We don't really approach it like that.
True.
The whole idea is to give you insight into what is our work issues.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the idea. So Making Pax Stereo is your look at Victor and I meeting and discussing, planning and plotting the future and direction of internet television, our own specific broadcast, our neo-urban internet television network, Pax Stereo. Okay, I like the way it's. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff coming up. We usually start off with like the announcements,
Right.
then schedule,
Right.
and then I have a bunch of technical things to show everybody. Good news, all about the new things that we're going to be using
Right.
on phones and on desktops to give you broadcast, bring you the broadcast in a different way. New integration of things like Periscope, Meerkat, how we're going to be using those here. Google Hangouts,
Yep.
more instantaneous communication when we broadcast. So even when we're off, you guys, and I'll be telling you in detail later, even when we're off for this summer, you'll be able to sign up and get immediate notifications about our broadcast.
Right.
And tune in right then from your device using
Sounds
all
good.
the current available technology.
Bang.
Okay, so Vic, announcements first.
Okay. Anything you want me to bring up first, man, just to let you know what's coming up or what's happened?
Well, go on and why don't
Give
you
it
go on, because you have
All
a
right.
bunch, and I'll get to the others.
Okay. Well, Miko's sitting in on side of me because we had a nice busy weekend. We actually did the local zone, which you guys will probably see at least a photo presentation. Will be done by Mario. It was Chrisette Michelle, Jordan Sparks, Deborah Cox, and there's a host of photos where Miko was.
Now,
doing her
Vic is
thing.
the photographer. I get the pleasure of making an animation with music.
Right.
Let's
Right.
be clear. Vic is the photographer, and when there's pictures of Vic, Miko took them.
Yeah. Right.
And we'll be clear.
That's right. She did.
Okay.
She did. And what we're doing, what she's getting here to do, because I asked her to come in and stand next to me. I said, "This is not a show about you chatting. We're not live." And to understand how we first bring forward what's happening and how we're testing the LZ slowly with different approaches. You guys probably won't realize it, but shooting photography, shooting video, knowing how to the patience of it, and then going to the third leg, the reality of it. We're still working on that. So you'll see a 3-part approach to the LZ. So that's something that she's working on with me. And then along with that, of course, you'll see the footage, limited footage of a couple of the performers, but that is not the main focus, but we'll have it available. And I'll have that footage available to you later this evening as my delivery, but not on a time window that we have to deliver right away. I just wanted to let you know that.
Right.
And
So it'll be coming, but
yeah.
and so that's great stuff. The first of maybe some of many summer outings.
Yeah. You'll
Again,
see.
that's one of the things I told you. A lot of programming coming over the summer, and imagine if you could get immediate notification of something like that being done live.
Right.
So that's where we're going to be adding, hopefully, some of the new things. So
Yeah.
great, Vic. That's wonderful. So that's coming, and the video
Yes.
for the performances.
Now, there is another subject that you probably just got aware of. I call it the ladies come in here and crash morning coffee, because you're going to get a 3-studded delivery. Now, notice I said studded.
Yeah, it's called Triple Headbanger.
Right. Miko Williams, Michelle, and
A little
Sophia.
dabble do.
Sophia Janelle. I said, I told him this. I'm just saying, because Mario and I discussed this. I said, we never give up our hot picks because the women are so valuable in this. But I know what time is, and I'm willing to exclude the new sports. Now, I'm going to still write the stuff for the sports. But if it gets the way I think it's going to get, because there's 3 ladies in the room, and all of you guys are similarly outspoken and very entertaining, that if it means we go beyond, I'm willing to forego my new sports, because I don't think you can get 3 women in here.
Well,
and
maybe
you guys
we may
not.
do something where we change everything around. We
Right.
only have 2 weeks left,
Right.
And so maybe we'll do something where the focus, because I think it still would be good to go after our time goals.
Right, we still
so
do.
maybe we'll forego the news too.
Yeah.
and that will just leave the thing in the hot picks. And the opening monologue stuff, I'll go through a few things.
How do you feel about this part too? I actually suggested, and if it's a pull on you, that we just do kind of a pre-meeting, the ladies arriving at the studio. You know how I set it up outside. I'm willing to do that, but we don't have to.
What do you mean a pre-meeting?
And not a pre-meeting, I'm sorry. Pre-show live.
Yeah, he got
you know,
me now.
my bad. Use the wrong language. Pre-show live. You know how we do what we call the live feed before the show.
Yeah, we could have a pre-show gathering outside under the umbrella
There you
with
go.
music controlled through our artificial intelligence
Yes.
Alexa.
There you go.
Yay. Hey.
Yeah, you
and
like
that we
Alexa.
can have
Yeah.
All right.
coffee and whatever,
That-
some refreshments or juice, whatever
Yeah.
we can have that outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
That's
that
what
would
I'm
make it
talking
nice. So everybody will work on that at 7 p.m. A live pre-show with basically our basic set with the refreshments outside.
Right.
Just have to go over what we want to have.
Yes. Yes. And,
Okay.
and work it that way. Get a little sunshine in the mix here, you know.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, look, we got to take advantage of it because the sun doesn't go down now until way after 8 o'clock. So
And
you know.
the lighting works out really good for the show. So the main thing we have to do is just decide, since this is you're talking about for morning coffee.
Yes.
So I would say, can we just decide what level of food we want to have and then do what we want to have?
Here you go.
And change. I would actually be willing to have just a whole different kind of a format.
That's cool.
Yeah, because you can extend, even though there's no need to do too much more.
No.
The 7 to 8 and the 8 to 9.
Right.
And then that be done.
Oh, yes.
And
Got
that
it.
could be good with and if you want to do an iVictor
That's what I was going
at
to
the
do.
end of it, then that would leave you room for that in a comfortable zone.
Yeah, I've already
7
was
to
setting
8,
up for that
8 to
anyway.
9,
Yeah.
and 9 to 9:30 in iVictor.
Right.
Again, with the benefit of Alexa,
Right.
artificial intelligence controlling the
Absolutely.
music. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay, so we know we're going to be off for a while. We're going to make sure you guys we're going to be doing something what Victor and I have termed, at least so far, extreme programming.
Yes. That's right. It is. That's the term we're still flirting with morning coffee.
That's why I
extreme.
said you have to sign up and be available. Look at things
Right.
because the ways what we're specifically about to update is how we communicate in the ways so that let's put it like this: immediate notifications with Twitter, posted on Facebook, immediate notifications and simulcasting through Periscope and Meerkat
Right.
simultaneously.
Which is some bomb ass.
I can't do.
Go ahead,
I can't do just one, but we'll get to that. Okay,
there
so
you
that's a
go.
good with the announcement. Okay, Vic. So
Okay.
far so good.
Yeah. That's right in the plane of the
Okay, so
discussion
that's
we
Monday.
had.
So that means tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
Monday night.
Yes.
Monday night, you guys. Monday night. Remember, we shoot this on Sunday, and
Right.
it plays throughout the week.
That's right.
But tomorrow, Monday night at 8 p.m. Excuse me, 7 p.m.
7.
Yeah.
Live pre-show. Okay, with Sophia, Janelle Taylor. Okay, Michelle Guerin, and our own hot chocolate,
There you go. Bang, bang.
Nico Williams. Be there at 7 p.m.
I don't know.
Snicky snacks.
It's going to be hot in the
Snicky
room.
snack, munchy crunch.
You know, I'm just letting you know, Michelle already sent over her topic of what she is going to discuss right out of the box. So you know, this is one of those empowerment zones.
It's so nice to know that I make up such a tasty target.
That's
such an
right.
appealing
Wow.
target.
I'm just
To know
saying,
that
man.
they want to shoot at the old man.
I always say, think about how many men would say,
Ooh.
somebody's coming over to pitch the idea of interesting women that I should pay attention to. How many, I don't know about you guys, I've never had that happen ever in my life. And I'm saying it with my hands up, well, one hand up and one behind my back. I'm telling you, I've never had this. This is the first. You look at that's jacked.
I did like this.
That's jacked up. No, man, that's jacked up.
One-eye monster. Oh,
I'm
watch
saying,
out.
Okay.
never. I've never had that.
On Tuesday night, Quiet Storm, 8 o'clock, you guys. Theme to be announced.
You're gonna? Are we
Did
gonna?
I have a theme? I
Do
know-
you want? Do, oh, let me ask you something.
Even
Even though
had
you,
the theme.
you're going to do the theme, and I know I'm jumping ahead, because I can't wait to get the iVictor because I'm so interested in what your
Oh,
setup
the
is.
iVictor.
Your setup is what I'm trying to hone
Well, we're
in
going
on.
to talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
because the iVictor is at 10 o'clock.
Right.
We're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute, I guess,
Okay.
because it's the meeting. And we know we're going to have the DJ Miko Quiet Storm pre-show, the musical foreplay, where it's Miko's moods.
Yes.
And the whole question is, what is her mood going to be? She's going to promote that and
Today?
tweet that.
He
But
will
she
get that today.
she did a hot one
I don't
last
have
week.
I don't have a Miko.
what?
I don't have my Quiet Storm ready either.
I said you did a hot one last
No,
week.
I was saying, ooh, what?
With the retro.
Yes.
Yeah, the retro
You
remix.
were really
That was hot.
tweeting that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was hot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think mine is going to be related to summer because summer begins officially June 21st. That's today.
Yes. That's right.
Okay, so my show's going to be
Okay,
something on summer.
You heard me? And I said,
I
we
can do
felt
better
it
than that, huh?
yesterday.
Something on summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we felt the summer.
Summer
yesterday.
Madness.
Yeah, I'm telling
I do
you.
it every year. Summer Madness. Summer
ahead,
Madness. My
Mario.
show's gonna be Summer Madness.
I
Always
like
summer.
that.
It's always summer. All you gotta do is because it's summer. I have my little note. So Summer Madness is the quiet storm.
Right.
And Miko's gonna think about her mood.
Yes. It's gonna be a summer mood, summer jams,
Well, you what? Because that sounded first. Mine is Summer Madness.
and
Yeah.
I can just piggyback off of yours.
You can.
Summer
You can.
jam.
Okay.
Summer
Okay.
jams,
Okay.
you
Right.
know? Put summer jams. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So the Summer Madness is all summery.
It's all summer.
So wear your summer, your summer dress with the big old polka dots. That's the guys too.
Right. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay, well, I'm wearing my summer gear.
I think I'm gonna wear some summer gear too.
Wearing my summer gear.
Summer gear. I'm gonna wear summer gear. Okay, we're gonna wear some summer gear.
Yeah.
Well, I have my. I
Okay.
have,
So you wear summer gear Tuesday night.
I don't have to. I'm wearing mine now.
I got just mine is sort of
I'm
now
not.
too. All right, so summer gear, summer madness, summer jam. So that's all Tuesday night.
Yeah.
All summery. Look how much time we put into figuring that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. It worked. It worked.
Teamwork, like Mario say, teamwork.
That's right.
All right, so that was announcements. We talked about the scheduling things, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, so now comes really the issue of
Well, you know what you have to
Upcoming
go over?
thing.
You know what you have to go over? Because I cut you off. Don't you still have to go back over the schedule of changes? Because
Yes.
remember you were doing that and I had to stop. So you guys
Right.
understand
all
this?
right, because then we're going to do the
Right.
equipment. Okay.
Because I cut you off when you was doing it before.
He did.
All right, so we said there's only 2 more weeks really left before we hit the summer schedule. So June 22nd and June 29th is the last morning coffee show. Then the morning coffee show goes on hiatus as it goes into development, as it's being retooled. And it's going to return in the fall, scheduled to return in September. We're expecting to have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday format. When we return in the fall, September 7th. Okay, that's tentatively. So we're going to be retooling the morning coffee show. Be back in the morning in a new format, retooled. That's September 7th. We're going to be spending the bulk of that summertime working on the new programming and especially the website updates and move-ins. You guys, it'll be kind of busy. You'll see a lot of website stuff. You'll get a lot of website notifications, and also we'll be working on a lot of the new show episodes. So videos will actually, you can expect for more videos or approximately the same amounts of videos. A lot like we normally do. There'll be a bunch of videos going up to YouTube and all through this time about the stuff we're doing. Just like there'll be segments that are leading into more of the show segments.
Right.
The drones, clones, and tones. And actually for the other stuff that I have coming up in development, the e-games, which we'll talk about, the e-game development that I'm working on.
Yeah.
And the URLs that have already been licensed
Bam.
for that.
Bang.
Okay, so that's coming up. So that's a lot of the stuff that's going on over the summer. Morning coffee will be off, but the Quiet Storm, we're actually planning to continue, even though we'll notify you. Some of the individual shows may be canceled, specifically if we travel,
Right.
depending on what's happening. So just be in contact, more dynamic schedule. One of the big things we're going to be working on is the immediate notifications through the social media apps, okay? All right, so that's the big schedule thing, Vic.
Okay.
Okay, and then during that time, we'll still have the special schedule things, but we're going to have some time we're off. Let's put it like this. I want to basically take the month of July off.
Right.
And I mean off of my regular stuff, except for
The quiet
storm, and some of those may be rescheduled too or canceled.
Yeah. In other words, which is subject to change.
Yes.
Yeah, and I understand because you don't know. And look, most shows get a break somewhere. Quiet Storm has been going pretty hard.
Continuously.
And it has been pretty good and very dynamic in the sense of how it's grown. So yeah, it could get a break, but we haven't. If it comes,
We're
it
gonna
comes.
play it. We're gonna play it by ear at least initially in the month
Right.
of July.
Right.
Okay.
I agree.
And know that we plan on coming back in August
Right.
for sure. But in the month of July, we're gonna play it by ear. Now that means when we do it, we probably will do iVictors and other stuff.
Right.
But if we're doing other events, like Imagine if we may not do a quiet storm, if we have a Tuesday where we go on an excursion,
Right.
where we're out having fun with that all day, with
That-
videos and music and stuff and all
That's
that.
true.
Or we may do something else that night, maybe where we talk about.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
I agree.
It's all going to be about how we feel about using the different time.
Right.
Right, so we want the time. It's not so much that we don't want to do quiet storm. It's just what if we go do something
Right.
Mondays and Tuesdays and we go out.
Okay.
That's where it's more and go do stuff that we may rush back for a quiet storm or we may reschedule a quiet storm if we really
Yeah.
go someplace that's depending on what everybody else's schedule is.
I agree.
And we're someplace where we're having a good time. It's out with a different environment.
Yeah.
We may take our time coming back and report from there. Right.
Right.
Special
Right.
shows.
Yeah.
Right, especially if we're traveling with the summer, we're going up and down the coast, even the local areas.
Right.
There's places we can go and hang out, shoot video,
Right.
fly stuff or not,
Right.
eat the food, right?
Yeah.
And have a good time, and we make that part of what we're doing in the month of July. So we're replacing it. I'm not going to be laying around as a couch potato. It allows me the time to get out and do other stuff.
No, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's why we're doing it, so that we can have creative time. We've already seen the benefits of the schedule relaxation lately because we've been able to be creative.
Yeah. Got you.
Okay? Now, Vic, anything else on the scheduling of those things?
No, I'll give you an update with Ray Ibarra after work follow up, but I think it's something else going on because he's bringing Teresa Campbell to come in with him on the next meeting that he wants to schedule for this Saturday. So I always block the Saturday first and then wait to confirm. But I know that he's bringing her with him, but that's separate from what we have discussed with Teresa in our conference meeting. Totally separate. I'll bring you more information later.
FYI.
Yeah, that's scheduled tentatively for this Saturday coming up, because he is behind schedule on this. And I said, you need to, at least let's just get what's on your mind right now and get a place where it works with scheduling, because he doesn't know where the schedule fits into our new schedule. That's
exactly,
why.
and that's why some things will be missing aspects.
That's right. Got to get on the schedule.
All right, we're going to take a little music interlude if I could find the right one. The one that doesn't have the copyright infringing music.
Yeah. Well,
we're
getting better.
Okay, there we go. All right, we'll be right back with some hot tech, all about the Meerkat, Periscope, apps, all kind of good stuff. We'll see you in just a minute.
Been a long, long time since I spoke to you, and I know that there's no rhyme or reason to what you put me through. So I take your promises and all the memories, and I play them back 'cause I can't breathe. And you are so captivating, and you are the answer to my dream. You are the only reason, and I know I fall to pieces when you speak.
That's right, that's Hi Victor. That's an example. Videography, photography, lighting, all by Victor Allen. The focus of that eye, the luscious Nico Williams. I get the pleasure, the distinct privilege to prepare animation from their output. Yeah, go get some. Animoto.com, and that music featuring the music of Love Shadow. You know how much we love that. Oh, fall to pieces. Man, there's some more. So go get some. That is part of our regular thing now. Our regular thing to do that. To bring you the I Victors after the shows. Okay, you guys. Really, really, really exciting stuff. And this is actually a longer show than many, but for a few reasons. And there actually may be a third part, depending on what I work out with Vic, because one of the things I still wanted to do at some point was to actually watch the last I Victor, at least some of that, with Victor.
Okay.
While we comment on some of the issues and look at it together, because we actually have to look at that together to get something out of it, Victor and I. So it's just sort of casual again, but we'll see how we're feeling.
Right.
Because food is always part of everything. But then there's all these announcements, you guys. Now, one of the magazines I regularly read is Streaming Media, which is the business and technology of online video. Not so much geared toward indies, but for those who are technically involved in the expanding world. That is streaming media. It definitely plays into all that. And one of our new friends is one of the contributing editors, Tim Siglin, and he's again here. And so we're going to talk about some of the stuff because it actually relates to some of the stuff once again that we're doing. And I love to show my people some of the things that we're doing and where we're headed. Because that's so much tied into that, okay? One of the things that Tim's, and they're talking about here, has to do with the types of streamings that are going and how people are adjusting to them. For example, Vic, one of the recent phenomena that shocked everybody was the amount of people who streamed the Pacquiao Mayweather fight on Meerkat and Periscope.
Yep.
And again, people who were willing to watch that. And these are people who were at the fight. Or no. It wasn't even just the people who had pay-per-view.
And did not get.
And then streamed the screen.
Right.
And shot the video stream.
Right. And the ones who found, well, there's a more story behind it, but they were finding ways to avoid that cost.
Well, there you go, because there's always the regular people now.
Right.
But now part of this is to understand now, everybody's shocked. Because this shows the penetrance of everything.
Right.
Now, I've been experimenting and looking at Meerkat and Periscope for a little while. Because you know me, I still do it on the download kind of first. Because I like to involve my associates with stuff where I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile technically.
Right.
Okay? But the phenomena had to do with applications that would stream right then, quickly. Boom, just boom, stream, boom. And the people who are looking for that. So we're going full speed ahead with that. So one of the things that I've been working forward to is how to integrate those within our programming. Two things. In watching the recent movie My Old Lady with Kevin Kline, the whole movie he's running around with his iPhone taking pictures, and he explains a few times, I use my phone constantly, but I don't have any phone connection on it because I can't afford to pay the bill.
Right.
But he was shooting videos, he was taking pictures because he had all the internet stuff.
Right.
I've already salvaged your old phone.
Good.
And I'm taking mine that's broken. I'm going to try to get it now repaired.
Right.
Because we're going to use the sticks to actually have two of our phones in the corner,
right,
simulcasting our shows, what we call a POV format,
right,
point of view format, on Meerkat and Periscope.
Okay.
Simultaneously. Now, the other thing for you to understand, too, is that I went to look at something that people called Blue Sticks. Now, what is Blue Sticks? Blue Sticks is a app that's been getting some attention. It allows you to run Android. It allows you to run Android software on your desktop.
Okay.
Can I say that again?
No, we got
It
it.
allows you to download and use Android
That's
software. Part of my issue with what I'm working on, Vic, is how to better integrate Periscope and Meerkat and things of that ilk
Right.
with our broadcast. As it turns out, it's not just a matter of Meerkat and Periscope. It's also a matter of using some of the other immediate distribution methods, which of course continue to include Twitter, but now it will actually include things like Google Hangout.
Yeah.
Because Google Hangout will actually allow us to make a recording
Right.
of everything and have multiple people. So it's how you use this. Now, in the beginning, we're just going to use point of view, 2 phones taking wide angle views, and telling people they can also log into the stream because our shows are streamed
Right.
on live stream, correct?
Right.
So how we integrate the notifications that we do real time through Periscope and Meerkat on 2 phones with the sticks in the corner, that's the first level because that's the very basic. You know how we do, that's the first basic grassroots level.
Right.
And so they're just going to be getting a point of view while we talk at them. Exactly. Well, we have your phones already ready.
Right.
I might have to use different accounts. That's where it's getting confused. To have one different,
Yeah.
make sure we work it. But so that's the step. So the first step will be using 2 phones. One going using the Periscope app, one using the Meerkat app, to simulcast certain shows.
Okay.
We'll also be using Google Hangout for the shows like this, where there's no copyright issue, because it can also go live to YouTube. So the shows that we have where there's not a copyright issue, we'll do those streaming live and using these type of things, both to Meerkat, Periscope, and soon
Google.
Google Hangout
Hangout.
and live to YouTube.
Right.
By the way, Google Hangouts at the end of the episode will post it
Yeah, I
to
know about
YouTube automatically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how we integrate, but anyway, for those who know, I am now testing. Can't give a report because it's only within. I've only been testing this for about 6 hours or so. So
So it's beta status.
yeah, this is BlueStacks. This is it's called now. You can find it at BlueStacks.com. BLUESTS. It's been a while. You'll find reviews on it.
Okay.
And some stuff out there, but it's basically an app that allows you to run. They claim. Where's my notes? They claim you can run 96%
Oh.
of Android apps
That's
on
a-
your
that's-
desktop,
a high
including specifically. Where's my stuff? I had a printout of the stuff. It's specifically like the camera output. Those things, okay. Let me show. Let's just go. Let me just come down. Let's go down the page and show you.
Oh, look it.
Because here it is. Here's all about it at the site. Play bigger. Allows you to deal with the apps on your desktop. That's the whole thing for people who want to do different kinds of things. Games. Play bigger on your desktop. And also they have their own proprietary stuff. Now, like we say features. Let's hit the features. The features include, if you look, under the basic, includes the camera integration. So now, if we get this to work correctly, now remember, part of the whole thing that my thing. That's the one I know.
I know where you're going.
I get to smile.
I feel you. I
This is
feel
my
you.
stuff.
Yeah, I
and
know.
it's so geeky, it gives a shit anyway. So I feel like I can at least take a little pride.
Mario, people care.
All right, but
Yeah,
I
they
take
do.
pride in this. Okay, so my idea was again how to utilize Periscope and those instant notifications into our broadcast platform. Now you see how we're attempting to use it.
Gotcha.
Initially with the 2 phones, but also with the desktop apps.
Okay.
So imagine if I pull this up and Victor can pull this up
Right.
on this, or we could pull this up on the same computers that are getting the camera feeds, or
Right.
if we need more as we can, right? And then they could stream it live full. The one thing everybody was talking about, Vic, this is what's so
it's
funny.
streaming the stream, so to speak.
Yeah, because here's the
Yeah.
thing that everybody was talking about Periscope and Meerkat. That it's usually a single camera stream, not a multi-camera.
No.
Like Ustream?
No, not multiple cameras.
Because no one, for the most part, has been doing what we're attempting to do.
Right.
That is attempting to tie in broadcast software
Everywhere.
and switchers
Right.
into everything. When we go streaming live on Twitter,
Right.
it's going to be a multi-camera we tie our full broadcast platform
Into it.
it.
Right.
So it's not just in the beginning. We'll have the cameras in the
Right.
corner.
Right.
But once I run the desktop, then you have it. Now, Vic, I want to remind you too. Your phone has an adapter right there in front of you,
Right.
where we can plug that into the system, and it makes the phone's display an HDMI output. I also have a similar cable for the new phones,
Right.
for the new iPhones that have it, so that you get an HDMI output and also can put charge in.
Right. Okay.
So, how we integrate the phones into our broadcast, we're going to attempt to do it in almost every way. Let me say the first one again. Through 2 phones, videotaping or streaming our broadcasts, our live broadcasts, the live ones, to one on Periscope, one on Meerkat. Then we're going to attempt to use desktop software through BlueStacks and also through our other things, because, again, we can already stream live to YouTube.
Right. We just
So we just have to do certain shows.
Right.
So
Okay.
streaming live to YouTube,
no copyright stuff.
the whole issue with integrating Google Hangouts. These are all the things that are coming in our next integration. All of them.
Yep.
All of them.
Yeah.
All
Plan-
of, all of them.
That is
All
what is
of-
called Pax Stereo Extreme.
So
Oh,
what are
that's
they
it.
saying in Streaming Media Magazine in regards to what you guys are attempting to do with?
No, because
No,
no
they're
one,
not.
no
No,
one, because
they're
I'm
not.
not
that's
saying because he
no,
didn't.
no,
I
because
wanted to hear that.
No.
and I'll have this so you can take a look. No, streaming media, they're talking about
No.
how the impact of Meerkat
In
and
Paris.
how in Periscope, how big the impact. That's why I want you to understand why we are totally going to be involved with integrating that to our platform now.
Right.
I'm experimenting with it
Right.
now.
Because we started off. In other words, instead of going like
I
this,
hear you, Mario.
instead of going like this,
You're not waiting.
we're going
Broader.
like this. It may seem like it's going like this, but it's not. It's coming like this.
Got you.
Because we start wide.
Right.
Because Victor and I
Yeah.
are integrating the
Talk
social
your
media
narrative.
things and how you and all of us interact, right?
Right.
Whether when we do, even when we do Twitter, we're going to be putting the best stuff into Twitter, video,
Right.
all of that, audio, so not just never the regular stuff,
Right.
never, always over the top.
And Twitter now is saying that they are allowing video.
They've been allowed.
Into-
They've been
Involved.
But I
allowed.
mean, where you could do it just on demand, like
Yeah, they're
just
doing.
record. They're
Well,
doing more with it now.
that's the
They're adding and
part I
tweaking.
get confused about who bought who, because that's the part I'll be reporting because
Okay.
part of this has to do with who bought who, and this is where I get. I have to come. I have that coming because Microsoft bought. No,
No, what?
I
Wait,
can't
wait.
remember. I
You
know.
just
I
gotta
said
get-
I got to get to the articles.
You
It
Well,
was
gotta
you know,
get quick-
Facebook bought Instagram. That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember Facebook and for a
Yeah.
bunch of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking about how you use it. I just want everybody to understand where the focus is right now. I'm already integrating BlueStacks on multiple platforms and testing it. Okay.
Gotcha.
The 2 phones, Victor's old iPhone has already been reconfigured with Periscope and Meerkat. So it's ready actually to broadcast. The only issue was I set it up with the old account, and I actually probably want to use them on different accounts.
Right. I
So
understand.
I can have the desk.
freedom.
Right.
Yeah.
So I make
Wait,
another.
Your old iPhone is the iPhone 4, right?
Yes.
And then your new one is the iPhone.
By the
6?
way, Vic,
No, it's five.
with the upgrades that were already, I don't know what you did, but it already uses Siri.
Really?
I don't know if you knew it, but it was already there.
On the phone?
Yes.
I had no problem with Siri.
Oh, because before you told me you had no Siri.
No. And I was probably incorrect when I said that
Oh,
because
okay, 'cause I
that
said-
was in. No, I had Siri.
I said, so you don't have Siri in that phone? You said no.
No, I know
So
who
you're
was
not
talking
doing
about.
any of the stuff.
No, I that was the wrong answer. It was incorrect. I had Siri. No, you're right though.
All right. So anyway, what's interesting is that this is the part that I highlighted about how the video experience. They talked about people didn't even mind watching things on Meerkat and Periscope, even though when you use those things, you do not benefit from sophisticated multi-camera production.
No.
Except when Pax Stereo uses it, then you will benefit from what?
Ching ching.
Multi-camera.
Multi-camera.
Camera, because we integrate that into everything
Right.
that we do, correct?
That's it.
Okay, so I wanted to bring that up about the BlueStacks. I wanted to bring it up about the new iVic, the new phone use, the Meerkat and Periscope, Google Hangout. I've also started making other plans. Let me see. I got this letter. Okay, we're going to try to start doing a monthly letter to streaming media. One of the things I was thinking about, too, is even when we get together with AJ, about having a specific community manager to deal with Periscope and Meerkat and the postings. One of the things Victor and I are going to be trying to get a protocol for is the amount of postings that go on before, after, and during a show segment. And I got a feeling that somehow we're going to be looking to do stuff every 15 minutes during segments. But if we can't, we'll do it every 30 minutes in the beginning. We'll do something.
Right.
But the whole point is to see what we could do and just have loose goals. Remember, we're just loose now. Looking to see what is the impact, because we're not sure what we want. But we don't. The whole point is to experiment. We wanted Miko specifically you to see how we talk about stuff. So this is the first time Vic has heard about a bunch of these things, because I don't feel like wasting his time. Some stuff, when I get excited about it, it's on the geek level, and I try very hard not to tell him about it at that time.
Okay.
Because then I'm all being geeky, ooh, looky, ooh.
That's-
And I'd rather wait till the meeting and give it to you like this, because it's less, because, everybody has their focus.
Right.
In the same way, we're moving forward with our own local use of artificial intelligence, and that's the thing I have to go with you over the light installation
Right.
out here.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not seeing them on the desktop, so I got to see where we're installing and all
No,
that.
I understand.
So we're working on that. We're doing a bunch of artificial intelligence, controlling the lights and sound around the campus here with Wemo. Wemo.
Which
So-
we learned about.
yeah, we're working on, and
Yeah.
ultimately it's coming. Victor will be doing lighting setups outside with flood lamps that respond to Wemo. So and that allows us to store setup. So he'll actually be able to, by voice command, say, "Load outdoor setup 1," and have the lights change,
Yep.
or hit it in from his phone.
That's
so
right.
already starting to experiment with Wemo.
Yep.
Okay, around the why? Because we have to get used to talking to artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
just like dealing with the drones.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I got that. So that's a bunch of stuff. That's a bunch of it. Now, I'm almost done. So I got two things I want. Vic,
Yes, sir.
let me just see, and I'll try to do quickly. Just look to my bookmarks. Yeah, this is all about Google Hangouts. Oh, everybody, just like they predicted, it's even going crazy. This what they call over-the-top bundles. That means shows that are selling their own subscriptions.
Right.
You're going to see that it's exploding. Every show is going to be selling their own subscriptions.
Right.
Or you can subscribe through
Direct.
Amazon and other things. But you're going to now. Why is it important? Because it's always how it applies to us
Right.
for some kinds of programming for the future. Remember, you may not have that kind of programming yet, but planning and integrating of the technology is always done years ahead here at Pax Stereo. So we're specifically being prepared to integrate all kinds of video licensing and sales. We'll be able to emulate all the popular platforms. Whatever they can do, we'll be able to.
And it touts 100% original programming. 100%.
Exactly.
You cannot do anything at all with anything that flirts with any other content that's not original. So it's the only way you're going to have this successful. So I like that whole idea. That's the other side.
Interesting technology. Ad blocking software, they're getting a backlash. Check it out. People are actually who have sites are saying when you use software that blocks their ads popping up that you're stealing because you get to go to the site. I'm sorry, Tim.
Oh, wait.
This is an article by Jan Ozer, and it represents to me the kind of attitudes that a lot of the major media people have that is absolutely ridiculous.
That is crazy.
So what they're saying is that when you use ad blocking software, you get the benefit from their website without the benefit of the ads that make them money.
Jan said that?
Isn't that an interesting
That
point of
is
view?
a-
It's such an
Wow.
interesting point of view.
That's
such
so-
a capitalist.
You know what?
And I hope they
I'm not-
steal everything from you.
Wait a minute.
Wait, that's the one that's supposed to come in. Hi,
Right.
Jan.
D-
Just so you know,
yo,
he's supposed to
she-
come to Pax Stereo, Jan.
She's talked
hi,
to Jan. So
Sorry, Jan.
wait a minute. Let me say this.
It's an interesting point of view, but I think it's an absolutely ridiculous point of view.
That all depends on.
But that's why we won't go to their sites.
Yeah,
But
look,
here's what is crazy, which I agree on.
That's true.
The ad blocking software actually cuts deals with these same websites
that's what I'm saying.
so
That's where
that
I
it
was
doesn't
going.
block them in the same way.
That's right.
That is now that Jan, I'm with you.
Okay,
Right,
so
right.
playing both sides of the fence.
That is blackmail.
Wow.
That's blackmail. On the other hand, I think you should be able to use ad blocking software.
That's playing both
But
sides of
mostly,
the
I
fence.
just
Smart.
stopped going. Those sites now that exist that are so many ads that you can't figure out what to click.
Unbelievable.
I'm just never going back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
There's a
Yeah.
bunch of them. That's once I go in and I see that
Right.
next ad, you can't tell where the link. I'm just blocking them. I'm going.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
But wonderful article. I
It's
recommend
unbelievable.
everybody read it to have an opinion.
Okay.
One thing good about this magazine is on a certain level it always forces you to think. So, Jan, I really enjoyed your article. I disagree with the point of view that they take, but again, I do think that the way the ad blocking software is working is hijacked.
Wow.
Interesting, but like I said, okay, we're biased ourselves. Now, here's what's interesting. Wonderful streaming spotlight on Morgan Spurlock, who's the Connected series, which is the series where they actually connected. It's an online documentary series. And what's different? The people who are producing it are actually within the shows. Does that sound familiar?
Yes,
Does
it
that sound
does. Yes, it does.
familiar?
Yeah.
In other words, the kind of things that they talk about is that you rarely see cameras recording people's everyday lives with no artificial story, and especially where the cast member themselves are running the equipment. Shooting the videos by the people. It's considered unique. Wow, it sounds like something we do, right?
Yep.
And they talk about some of the quotes. From the beginning, we involve people who are in the show in the viewing process. Okay, all the cast members tell their own stories. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I'm a big advocate for is authenticity. Does that sound like something you've heard discussed here?
Yes, you said it many a times, Mario.
Again, this is why I love streaming. I mean, I don't think you have to agree with everything.
No. Just
Right?
certain viewpoints.
So just like saying, I disagree with certain articles, but that's my opinion, right? But
Yeah.
I still think you should read it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm
Right.
embracing the education there. Have an opinion. Shit. Okay? I mean, like you still would, because my thing is, you got to have the same arguments you would have over a glass of wine. Right?
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Some egg rolls.
Whatever
See?
works.
So we'll argue with you, but we'll still feed you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
who wrote that article?
Oh, which one? The one on Morgan Spurlock?
Uh-huh.
That's Troy Dreyer.
Okay.
Dreyer. Now, here's the interesting thing is to recognize that AOL is doing a bunch of these kinds of things, and that there's this whole issue of adding more what they call long-form programming. Remember I told Vic my opinion about this way back. I said short and long-form programming will both be there. Long-form programming will always be there because all they have to do is make it so when you stop the video, you can restart it. That's all you needed. I said that back then. Now they have it. You can start it on one platform. I can be on Amazon on my phone, go home and put it up on my computer, and it's going to resume the video where I left off on my phone.
They do
Right.
that now. They've been doing
Okay.
that with Tebow.
So that's part of the whole thing of that. Now, next, okay, one more thing. The whole esports article, Tim did this one. Okay, the next big thing for streaming, esports. It caused me, Tim, thank you, and I was going to develop this because we've been working on games to use in the arena. So because of this, it actually caused me to go and register dodgedart.tv, dodgedarts.tv, dodgedart.com, or whatever, egames.tv. Now, because we're planning on games. One of the games I'm working on is the games that are called Dodge Darts, where we actually put the contestants in the middle of the flight arena and attempt to shoot them with various
Drones.
evolving Nerf guns or drones, all of this totally harmless. And I actually was thinking about a Miko versus Turquoise series and then Vic versus me. See, you can do the whole first season with just the in-house people.
Right. I like that.
Because you do multiple competitions with different guns, right? Shooting, and you actually have to rotate from shooting
Right.
to being in the pit.
Right.
And you could also have the Captain America shield as the blocker.
Right.
Or maybe no shield, you just have to dodge.
When we doing this?
I'm writing the game now.
Okay.
I had to talk to Victor about it, but the idea was to have a game where the contestants would compete And also featured in the game would be various Nerf guns, which you would have a quick segment on the Nerf gun and the toy where you can pick it up with links to all our stuff. And also, then you would use those same things. Also, the drones and stuff in the combat against the contestant. Now, whether or not they use those they drive those themselves or we drive them, those are things to be worked out.
Okay.
But anyway, so I wanted you to know that because for Thursday's segment, one of the things I wanted to really focus more on this time was the unmanned ground vehicles. Remember, we're going to continue to fly Victor and I. We're going to see how we're going to work the schedule.
The drones.
In the flight arena. But I wanted to also, we're going to do some more, and then we're going to very quickly be moving up to the other ones.
Right.
We're going to try to do a few.
Right.
At the most 4 sessions with the smaller ones before we try to go to the bigger ones and then focus on the Hubson's FPV, which are the first-person view drones you can see through the camera. In the flight arena. Also, we're going to also start, Victor and I are going to do the preliminary tests of the unmanned ground vehicles. Those are like the Spider drones, all the combat drones, because that's part of the games, is to have those shooting at the people too.
Yep.
Now, having said that, the article by Tim is on esports, the next big thing. Now imagine when you're watching this, imagine having, again, those darts shooting at Turquoise or Turquoise shooting at Miko shooting at Turquoise, keeping score, having people vote, the whole scoreboard integration within our own broadcast systems already, which Miko's never seen. We have a full scoreboard integration within our broadcasting software, with broadcast, a scoreboard desktop, the ability to do all of that. So now, when we're talking about the future shows, everybody, understand the different point of emphasis and where Victor and I are moving and what we are testing. More testing in the flight arena. More videos where we practice the games. We're already moving. Besides the drones, clones, and tones, we have the Dodge Dart brand that we're going to be developing. The whole Dodge Dart, just like Dodgeball, Dodge Dart is a whole brand consisting of gladiator type stuff against Nerf guns.
There you go.
All right, so that's the preliminary stuff, and so those things are coming. They're in development now. You're gonna see more over the summer. You're gonna see some other things here. The URLs have already been purchased. All of that is in. Okay, but also for those who want to take a look about the games, because more of these games coming and people streaming them, Victor. All these games.
I know.
So the e-games, we have egames.tv.
Got to do it.
We're going to be Victor and I working on those things. So everybody, we wanted you to at least get that. So much of a preview as I want to give you on that.
That's cool. That's nice. Have some fun with the business.
As a final last thing, I wanted to do this little moment, everybody. I thought it would be good to add a section called Mario Vic Exhale, because so much of the meeting is about what we do. It needed to be some segment that was more personal. The only problem is I didn't know what to put in.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I'm going to try to go first. Mario's Exhale. For me, this journey continues to be a matter of how to integrate the things we do with the way I live. For me, my big issue is I need to get out and exercise more. It's amazing that I've managed to keep the weight off. For those of you who don't know, I was over 260 pounds. Now I'm sitting around 208 pounds. For me, the issue is not the external, but it's the internal. Got to get moving. Hard to exercise, dealing with the physical issues, like all of us are, right? Like a bunch of you are. Those of you who are young and blessed enough, remember, you got it coming. So a bunch of you who are athletes today, some of the worst ones are the ex-jocks, okay? They blow up fast because they still eat like they're working out.
Right, right.
So I'm just going to say, so my exhale is that I am glad that at least by committing, along with the people I work with, to this level of excellence, it seems to be, for us, making the journey all that more positive. The one thing I don't worry about, you guys, is Pax Stereo TV. And it's not about Mario. I constantly have to remind people that it's not about Mario. It's about the people who are in our journey, who are doing their thing. The people like Miko. Because they're constantly being challenged. People like Tyrone, Dubois. They're being challenged to do their own thing and everybody's got to take this to another level. All of us. So that's a reminder. I don't have to worry about Pax Stereo. The blessing is that I never have to tell anybody I work with to work hard. Is that amazing? I may have to tell Miko to work differently, but never harder. Never harder. And Vic has got so much initiative. Again, notice how I can bring these ideas to him and how he's already running with it.
Bang, bang.
What a blessing. I just want to say so. My issues with getting older have to do with self, and I'm working on them. But I do want to say, in the quiet moments, I really feel blessed for this enterprise, for the people who I work with, who I care for and respect. What a blessing in that.
Bang. Bang. Wow.
Vic,
Well, you know what? I don't know if I can call it an exhale.
it's whatever you want to reflect on to some person.
And I'm doing that. My whole thing is that I've always wanted to say, don't open my mouth until I go and deliver the actions that I think that's coming from here to wherever. In other words, go do it first, talk about it first, come back, and not worried about the win. Just go do it. Make sure you slow down and do it deliberately. And no matter what you feel up here, because everything's emotion. I always say, I can feel it. Now go talk to it to somebody else. And they're looking at you going like, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Well, to shut that down, just go do it. But I also have to be a deliverer of a business philosophy and be better practice at that. So I continuously feel that I think I know what can work, but I think it's a better example to go do it yourself. So if I'm going to be considered a techie, then I will go practice the language of techie. I don't have to be formally a technologist. I will use the camera because it's a smart camera. I will use the video because it's a smart video. There's so much done now that you actually have to be totally lazy not to take advantages of what's being brought to the public to a consumer level. So what I'm trying to do is go be a doer and then come back and report on my experience. And that's what I'm trying to do. So still, it's hard. But I enjoy that. So it's not much of an exhale as it is a continuous goal. I can't wait to go and get it. So this is the easy part.
So the summer looks good for us. That's why that's why I try to tell PMC.
Right.
It wasn't that we weren't interested in doing morning coffee. We needed that time to be able to go out and do other things and work on these other things, which are so weird and strange. You guys have to admit. No wonder I have to go later. Well, no wonder I couldn't understand what they was working on. There's some crazy shit. I said, yeah. I mean, we ain't gonna do a bunch of more talk shows.
We're already talking now.
Yeah, we're already talking now.
We don't need to talk anymore, man.
So more of this stuff. We're gonna be doing more out. Our mobile system is the bomb.
Yeah.
We're gonna be testing that a bunch in July.
Yeah.
The mobile system is the bomb. Top of the line, first rate, live stream studio, vMix, and others. I'm testing all 3 of the top softwares.
Yeah.
Ain't that a blessing?
Yeah. Gotta have some fun in this mission.
So we want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Making Pax Stereo, the show that gives you the insight into the background. I want to thank Miko for giving up her time to sit in. I told her, I said, come on, I wanted her to see, because she's never seen us in this mode either.
Right.
And that's, to me, that's what I call integrity. We show you our journey in progress. We show you our journey in progress. So we're not worried about that. We didn't have time to prep. We don't prep for these shows. We just come out and do it. Mm-hmm. And therefore, we thank you for being a part of this process. All right.
Done.
gives me chills. I like the way that you make me feel. Now slide your key in, ooh, it gives me chills. And with your engine trapped between my thighs, it's a power rush, a burning bush. You make me wanna fly, oh. In and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Pour it on, boy. Take me to the night. And ain't no stopping. So what's the use in trying? Destination, baby, all I know is that you and me were meant to be. Never let me go. Out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy, going through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Gives me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Gives me chills. I never thought that love makes you crazy. I never thought that love makes you high. I only hope that love is forever. I only hope that love never dies. Out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Never let me go. Out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy going through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Gives me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Gives me chills. I like the way that you make me feel.